Wait, not yet.
Okay. So you met? What happened?
Yeah. So I met this girl right here,
Yeah.
and it's this club called Gary's.
Yeah.
And me and Justin went up in there. We just kicking in with some other brothers and stuff.
Yeah.
And we were just talking, you know. And they started playing the music. She just came up and. I mean, we were talking to them and everything, but she just came up and dancing next to me and wanted me to dance with her. Kept bumping me, man, like that, and I wouldn't dance. And Justin said, man, why'd you dance with her? And I'm like, no, because there's another sister there. And her and that sister were real good friends. And the sister, her and the sister, they're like real good friends. So the sister told me that every time she introduced a band member to one of her friends, then her friends end up dating the band member and they leave. So she said this girl here never did anything like that. So I said, okay, well, I don't want to break up their little relationship. And anyway, I emailed her the other day and she was like, yeah, you don't remember what I look like. And I sent her these 3 pictures. I was
like, she's fly, dog. She's fly, son.
She got a nice body too.
Yo.
So she said, keep in touch, you know. Let me know. But she wanted to go home with me that night too.
Dog, what happened, man?
You know how it is.
Slipping on your band.
Walk up to you and say, let's go. What you gonna do? You
gonna freeze up? Yeah.
That's what I did. Well, I ain't gonna say I froze up, but I'm making excuses.
You froze up. Excuses. Yo, dog, but son, this
but even if I would have slept with her, Justin would have ended up sleeping in the car anyway, or out in the streets. I wouldn't have given a fuck anyway.
You better not show him this.
But no, actually what it was, I went to get my car and parked it in front of the club, and when I went back in, she had left, so she must have left right after I left. She probably left and came to look for me.
Okay.
Couldn't find me, so she went home. Yeah, she wrote.
But fellas, this is the type of chicks you out here, man. I mean, this shit, like, in the States.
These are high school girls.
All right here,
They're all 18.
Yeah.
Right here, you graduate at 19.
Yeah.
And they all screw.
Yep.
All screw. Carlton screwed one of them. Not one of these girls, but.
Like one around that same age,
This girl here.
Yeah.
This girl here. I met her. She came out of a club.
Yeah.
And I went up to her and her 6 other friends.
Yeah.
I said, yo, what's up? You know? And I'm like, oh, it's good, you know, happy and stuff. She just come up all like, how you doing? Everything. I said, oh, your English good? She said, yeah. So we just talking and stuff, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
You know, so we go pick up some women. So I was like, okay, fine. Let me get your number, your email, and stuff like that. Because out here, get the number within 2 minutes. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time.
Exactly.
Because people got things to do.
People got
And
you don't need all that convo like in the States. You gotta do like a whole goddamn
you gotta do all that
fucking interview and shit, man.
How much money you make?
How much what you do,
man? Which slave boats your ancestors came on? Which floor were they locked up in? Or last floor? They locked up in chains that were oiled, or were they?
Did you come in the Amistad, or did you come in?
Where did you know? It was real fucked up.
Yeah.
And she it was funny though, man.
She's fly though, son.
Yes. Oh man, she got a body.
You can tell she got a body too, man.
What happened? So we were talking about 10 minutes. I'm like, dang, this girl ain't got nothing to do. I was like, well, let me walk you to your car. She's like, all right, so I walked to the car. And she handling this mini skirt, a Louis Vuitton mini skirt. Because out here, they be wearing those.
Yeah.
And she sat in the car. Well, she didn't sit in the car. She was waiting. I opened the car and closed the door. And I'm like, all right, get about your business. I got to go. And she was just sitting there, so I just put my head in the window. We talking and shit. All of a sudden, I just started checking her body out. She has some nice legs. She has some nice legs, and I'm looking and stuff. And I was like, hey, can I touch your legs? She's like, all right.
She's ready to go, like.
So I just started rubbing on her legs and stuff, and I went further up and further up.
And one thing led to the.
Nah, she's on a period.
Oh man, the rule of the story, man.
But no, it's a good part.
Okay.
So then I put my hand up through her dress.
Yeah.
Up her shirt too.
Yeah.
But she had a miniskirt and a shirt on. And I said, oh, you got some nice chest. She might if I feel on your chest. She like, all right. So I started touching her chest and stuff. And I'm thinking she's gonna go home. She's gonna go home, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, you mind if I sit in the car? She's like, all right. She sat in the car, and I started rubbing her legs again, and looking at her panties and stuff. And I said, hey, why don't you slap on the knob?
Some brains real quick.
Like, all right. She just did it, just like that, busted in her mouth. She swallowed it.
Ooh.
Jumped out, and that was it. And I was like, damn. And it took a matter of what? Maybe all that happened in 15 minutes. My brother Carl, he was sitting in the car, all the stuff going. Now my brother, he thinks he a real cool person, but he thinks he a player and stuff. And I keep telling him, you're a player and stuff, and it's cool and all that stuff.
Yeah.
This is my dog.
That's called.
But he was like, man, what you doing? I said, man, I went over and got service, you know. They got us a milkshake. And he like, you lying.
Like, alright.
Stuff, but you know, he's like one of the brothers in the States come out here thinking they're a player.
Yeah.
Out here, the rules are different. The rules out here are no rules.
There are no rules, man. You do whatever you want. You know?
It's like them movie hits, dude. No rules.
It's nothing. It's nothing. People be talking about rules and the way shit is, and you know, they got all these like little theories and stuff like that. But every time, someone just disproves them. Every single time, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a player thing out here. It's a business thing. It's not a player thing. I mean, if you want to get brains and get with the chicks, yeah, you could do that. And they don't have nothing to do with player skills. That's just something that, you know, as being out here, it's gonna happen to you.
Or just being natural.
Just being natural.
It's just natural.
Just being naturally here, it's gonna happen.
But tell them about the ones that get caught up though. After they fall in love with it.
I got plenty of these stories, man. Oh, I've only been here for a few years. I got like, this one bro, man. He was in remember this one? He was in the military, right? And I knew his wife through a friend of mine who I was getting down with. And she told me that his wife used to be a former prostitute, a former pro. He didn't even know any of this, right? And what these girls do is they go to the bases, and they smart. They know which bros to look for. They know that these bros go to the base to get paid. You know, they chilling most of the time, and they don't really have the freedom that me and you have to, you know, go over Japan and do whatever the hell we want. They can only stay there, so they have to deal with the chicks that go to the base.
Right.
More than we have to. So she went there and she gamed this bro, suckered him good, man. You know what I mean? Got the brains and the pussy. But he's thinking this is like this so, you know, oh my God, I'm finally
getting beautiful woman. Oh my goodness.
I'm finally getting some action, right? You know what I mean? And she was decent, but she wasn't fly. Like you see the chicks in the picture. That's something right there, man. But these bros, they be settling a little bit. But anyway, whatever your preferences, whatever. Make a long story short, I met them, you know, at a restaurant, and you know, we have a sit down. And his chick is like all over me, dog. Like, you know, she's like, oh my God, you're so cute. I'm saying all types of crazy shit in front of him and stuff like that, yelling at him about the kid. Why don't you take care of the kid? Why don't you do this? Just yelling at him, just telling him to do shit. He's doing it. Totally pussy, man. Totally just, I don't know what happened to do. You know, and at the end of the dinner, we go into the men's room, I'm just washing my hand. He's like, damn, man, I don't know what I did. He was like, I mean, I'm kind of having apprehensions about this whole thing. And I was just like, I wanted to tell him that his wife used to be a pro.
Right.
But I didn't feel it was my place. I felt maybe, you know what I mean, that wasn't really my duty to school him.
Right.
And plus, is he gonna even believe me?
Right.
If I say that his wife used to be a pro, he gonna think that I used to get with her or something like that.
Right.
So, you know, it's just a simple case of casting out understanding, you know, that it ain't like the States, man. Just cause you meet one chick out here and she give me some brains and she give me some ass, I mean, yeah, that's great, but that's not the goal.
Yeah.
That's not the goal. Your goal shouldn't be to come here as a sex tourist or to be some chick's sex puppet.
Or a slave, like they are in the States.
yeah.
Like everyone is in the States.
Yeah, like everyone is in the States. And these chicks will enslave you, man. If you let them, you know, get your paycheck and
give you $10. for allowance, and you better come home with that $10.
$10. We